Morning. I'm going to take on a walk. A little bit inside the walls. You might notice there's a bit of trash left in bags on the ground. Every day apart from Sunday, trash is collected up to 8 o'clock before most of the first tourists arrive. There goes a trash truck now. I call it paying the sleep tax because you have to leave your trash down any time after 6 o'clock in the morning, obviously, until about 7:30. They keep the place looking pretty though. Classic Italian scene, Vespa. A classic Italian scene with hanging clothes. This is via Porta all'Arco, and we're looking at the all'Arco bit right now, the archway. Little maze of laneways everywhere. Rule number 1, always look behind you. That's a view. So this archway is 2,500 years old, at least the larger, more orangey bricks are. It was due to be destroyed by the Germans in the Second World War. The townsfolk pleaded with the Axis folk, and they said if they could stop it up against the encroaching Allied forces, that they would hope their gate would be saved. The Germans gave them 24 hours and they did it, which is why the gate is still standing. It's better. It's a bit more impressive when you see the houses along the walls. The view is pretty neat as well. There are some steep streets ahead, so apologies in advance for the heavy breathing. Random artwork. Even more. Don't recall ever seeing this bench. Nice views if you own an apartment around here. On a good day, without today's haze, you can see as far as the sea, and on very good days you can see an outline of Corsica. Hello, Mr. Pigeon. Fine. Some alabaster artwork. They have more in the front of town at the main panoramic viewpoint, and they light it up at night. I don't know if that one's lit up at night. I must have a look. We're a ways up from here. Via della Pietraia. It's an incredibly steep street. That's the camera now more or less perpendicular to the street. You can just see how steep it is. It'll show again at the bottom, looking up. Here's that street. If I place the camera sort of perpendicular, barely see the road at all. It's Porta San Felice. The most famous cat in Volterra. Classic photograph that many people take. Gotta take the easy route. The other of Voltaire's major fonts, the other one being Docula, which I've shown previously. More huffing and puffing ahoy. Lappe. So called because they sound like bees. Ape is Italian for bee. One of the gates out. We'll continue to walk uphill. That little modern laneway leads to a gate just outside the walls. It's the Hotel San Lino. I think it's the only hotel with the swimming pool within the walls. I might be wrong there. Certainly hotel. It might be an Airbnb with the swimming pool as well, I'm not sure. Santa Lucia, excuse me, where we get our bag-in-box wine. Very cheap, anything from $1.60 or maybe even less, $1.20 to $1.80 a litre. Porto San Felice we've just come from. Just done us a route of the block there. Take the route I'm less likely to be murdered on. By a car, I mean. Lovely street. Little laneway. Square in Volterra. Get a wide angle on this. It is. I think when the Florentines captured Volterra in the 1470s, they had a look at the this is the Palazzo dei Priori. They had a look at it and said, well, we must model our own palace based on this. It's gorgeous looking. They're not wrong, so the Palazzo Vecchio in Florence looks very similar as a result. So this was the progenitor.